Hey, stuck up on me again, guys. Getting a little comic book reading in, little adolescent radioactive black belt hamsters in 3D. Kind of hard to read about the 3D glasses, though. Well, today's show, this is a new series I'm doing. I already got like 5 series, but this is a new one. And this series will be called Matt's Favorite Comic Book Series from the Past. I'm also in the middle of trying to collect this comic book. It's Uncanny X-Men, and right now I'm working for Uncanny X-Men from 1980 to 1992 because that was my childhood. And there's some great covers in it, so let's just get to it. These are the ones I've acquired. I have about 40 copies now, but stick back. Every now and then I will update every time I add something to this quest. I'm also doing a G.I. Joe Marvel comic run from the 80s and 90s. But first off, I've still got a long way to go on both of them, so stay tuned for that. First issue I have of my collection of Uncanny X-Men from the past is issue 167. It's a newsstand copy. Oh, got the price tag on it on the bag though. And you got the cool little box corner art. Professor X dies for one of many times in this one. Spoiler alert. Then we have Kitty Pryde on the cover of X-Men 168 in the Danger Room, I guess. I think that's Kitty, or is it? No, it's that's Madeline Pryor. My bad. I'm sorry. I get them mixed up sometimes. Of course, she impersonated Jean Grey for a while when the Phoenix died. Cool cover though. One of my favorites of that run. Next we have Uncanny X-Men 170. I think I just picked this one up on Whatnot not long ago. Remember the box corner, guys. I always love the box corner. Another newsstand copy. Now I have one of my favorites, Uncanny X-Men 172. This is when Logan was going to get married. And I should have called out the covers on these. I can find the cover artist. I can't read that one. The last one was. I can't read it. From now on, I'll call them out. I've killed a lot of brain cells in my time. You can infer whatever you want to from that statement. Now, this is a very awesome cover. This is pretty great. I can't read the name. I'll show you the artist name though on it. Uncanny X-Men 173. You got Rogue. This is actually like the issue when Wolverine started trusting Rogue because they didn't trust her because she was a bad guy for a while. So or a bad girl. Although Rogue's one of my favorites. She can be a bad girl around me anytime she wants. Just saying. All right. And then the artist, you see the artist down there. It's another newsstand variant. Man, I miss when they were 60 cents. Marvel, they're $5.99. Now we got Uncanny X-Men 174. They got the art right there. It's kind of hard to read it to me, but that's Uncanny X-Men 174. Next up will be one Uncanny X-Men 175. A lot of stuff going on this cover. I love everything about it. It's just DMG. I don't know who DMG is at this point, but I'm sure. I'm still some of the artists I know, some of them I don't. So, I'm just getting back into this hobby. I started back 4 years ago, and my apartment was broken into, and every comic I had was stolen. So that was 20 years ago. It took me a while to recover. This is direct copy. You can always tell direct copy because it's got like a logo here instead of the barcode. I got Spidey Man. More cool box corner art. I always share the box corner art. And by this point, in 1983, it looks like I guess this was an anniversary edition, so they charged $1. But you'll see them go from 60 to 75 in these. I remember when they went to $1, I was so pissed. This is Uncanny X-Men 176. Cyclops in a little bit of trouble here. Check out that art. Another direct copy. Got Spider-Man logo in the bottom corner. Checking out the box corner. Love these. I'm telling you, the Chris Claremont run on Uncanny X-Men. And all the artists that worked on that, like Jim Lee, John Romita Jr., all of them. It's just iconic covers from the '80s. I don't know how you can beat the Days. This is the Days art. And this one's kind of cool. This is John Romita Jr. Cover. I'm sure he did the pencils on this one. This is issue 177. Like what's he done here? Is it Jubilee? Has he hurt Jubilee? Don't hurt Jubilee. There's the box corner art. And this box corner is different. It says, warning, surgeons have generally determined that Assistant Editors Month is dangerous to your health. They used to have Assistant Editors Month at Marvel. They would do crazy things like they had David Letterman on the cover of Avengers. Next up, in my Uncanny X-Men run that I have, I'm trying to still fill some holes in it. If anybody's got anything they want to send me, please do. I'm just kidding. You don't have to send me nothing, guys. I'm just joking. Another John Romita, I think it's John Romita Jr. and Dan Green. Chris Claremont, of course, the writer on this run. He's probably the longest ever tenured writer ever on Uncanny X-Men. Uncanny X-Men is the far superior. See the box corner is the far superior. This is a newsstand copy, you can tell. It's the far superior series. Everybody talks about X-Men. I like X-Men, the regular just X-Men comic, but Uncanny X-Men is the best one. Trust me. Okay, moving right along. We got Uncanny X-Men number 179. Still going at 60 cents right now. Ooh, it's a newsstand. There's the box corner art. I missed the box corner. Bring the box corner back, Marvel. Come on. I know you're going to hear me harp on it for a long time on here. Another John Romita Jr. cover. He had a pretty iconic run on X-Men, if you ask me. And this is I don't see the artist name on this one, but this is Uncanny X-Men 180. Got Storm up on here, looking fierce as usual. Sick box corner art as usual. That's a direct copy. Next up, Uncanny X-Men number 181, and it says Young Dragons in Love. I don't know, it's kind of cool. I've heard people make fun of this one, but I like it. It's all right. I think it's all right. I mean, it's kind of interesting. You got the little dragon there. Of course, that's Kitty Pryde's little dragon. I can't remember. Why can't I remember its name? Anyway, it's a direct copy because you got the Spider-Man face down here. Somebody in the chat or the comments dropped the name of that dragon. I can't remember. His name is. I knew it yesterday. I said it in the stream about the new X-Men, but I'm getting older, guys. 47. It'll be 48 in September. On the 7th of September. So, it's not as good as it used to be. This is Uncanny X-Men 186. So we're jumping to 186 from the 181, and this was a special double size issue, so they're charging $1 for this one. They were already price gouging back then. Life, Death, a love story. That's Forge there with Storm. Check the box corner. We got another direct. This is a newsstand copy. You hear a dog barking in the background, but that doesn't stop me from doing my video. Rain, sleet, or hail. I paid $3.99. I don't think I paid $3.99 for this, but this is issue 190. Weird stuff going on with that one. Next up, we have Uncanny X-Men, number 191. We got the Vision and Colossus going at it. They've kind of changed the box cover on this one. It's still cool. And that is a newsstand. That's one of my favorite covers out of this whole bunch. But I got some more good ones coming up later. We got Uncanny X-Men 192. This one's a little worse for wear, but if I see Uncanny in the wild, I buy them. I see Uncanny from the 80s or 90s, early 90s, I buy them. Box corner art. There you go. Got a lot going on this one. Got Nightcrawler. It looks like, yeah, Rogue, Nightcrawler, Colossus being tortured by somebody. And I don't know. Gosh, I don't know who that is, but that's John Romita Jr., JR as we call him in the comic book world. Here's Uncanny. Now it's jumped to 65 cents. It might have been on that one too. Yeah, now we're up to 65. You'll see how they gradually just jack the price up on you. Uncanny X-Men 194. I always love how the box corner always had the guys that were in the issue. Another newsstand variant. Next up, moving right along, we got Uncanny X-Men 195. And so I think this is the Power Pack team. You might have heard of that comic book. Logan's not a fan of, apparently. I don't think Wolverine's a child person. I wouldn't leave my children to care of that guy, probably. I don't know. I maybe now, but back then he was a little bit more rough around the edges. That's a good one. I love all these. We got this one. It's kind of interesting. This is issue 196. Got an advertisement for Secret Wars 2 over here in the corner. And you see the sick box corner as always. Like I said, Marvel. Bring it back, please. Bring it back. Got some suspenseful stuff going on that cover for sure. It's like one of them shadow people I've seen before in my sleep. And this one, Doom. Everybody's all about Doom covers now. So this one's kind of fitting for the moment. It's issue 197 of Uncanny X-Men. John Romita Jr. Doom taking on all the X-Men. Doom ain't nobody to mess with, as they say. The guy, he's always got a backup plan to a backup plan. He's got five. He always has five backup plans. It's hard to beat Doom. You just take somebody smart as Reed Richards or somebody. I wonder how him Batman. In the comments, tell me who would win if Doctor Doom and Batman faced off. That was interesting. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Okay, next up we have Uncanny X-Men 198, Life Death 2. Chris Claremont is the writer, and Barry Windsor Smith, the great Barry Windsor Smith, did the art. You might remember him from the Weapon X series, Marvel Comics Presents. But he sure had a different style. I love BWS was the best. Barry Windsor Smith. So that's cool. 198. Now we go to Uncanny X-Men issue 214. It kind of jumps because I got a gap between those two that I got to fill. So this is Storm and Dazzler on the cover. I think it's a beautiful cover. It's another one of my favorite covers. You'll see the box corner has the Marvel 25th anniversary logo, and we've jumped 75 cents. You can tell. Damn you, Marvel! All right, then that's the box corner. Still upset about it all these years later, but that one's just super dope. Look at that, it's fire. That's a fire cover. And Dazzler's looking kind of all right. I could say it. You can come over to my house anytime, All right. Enough talk of that. All right, we got Uncanny X-Men 215. This is Alan Davis. I'm actually going to meet Alan Davis and try to get him to sign something at the Cincinnati Comic Expo, 17th through the 19th of October. But this is Alan Davis. He did a lot of cool covers back then for this book. Kind of like the orange background. It's kind of neat. See the box corner art. This one is also, this is a direct copy because you can see the little Spider-Man logo on the bottom. Okay, next up, this is a really great cover. We got Wolverine here on it with Rogue. With Storm. I don't know who she's whooping on, but they're getting ready to get stabbed right in the face. Looks like Uncanny X-Men number 216. It's a direct copy. Probably one of my favorite series of all time, guys. Moving right along, we got Uncanny X-Men number 219. Blevins on the art. Oh man, it looks like the X-Men got into some bath salts or something. I don't know what's going on with them. Havoc looks like she's in trouble. You see Havoc. I mean, look on their face. They look like they've been doing something, illegal. I don't know. You be the judge. In the comments, you can tell me what you think they were doing. I look like they were smoking bath salts or something. There's the cool box corner art. Still 75 cents. Gonna go to $1 soon. I'm gonna complain about it again. Uncanny X-Men 220. You got Forge. Looks like he's in trouble. And you got Storm saying, "Forge, you coward, show your face. I want my powers back now." And this is kind of like, they kind of had this plot line in the X-Men 97 comic book series where her powers were gone, and it was because of something he had invented, Forge. But I like Forge and Storm, two of my favorite characters. Box corner art there, see it. Kind of a wild cover. Their box, it's a direct copy, but this one says 1987, the year of the reader. Well, whoop-de-doo. All right, that was 1987. This is one of my favorite covers right here coming up. Wish I had a better copy, as I'll show you. This is Uncanny X-Men 222. Sabretooth, Wolverine, duking it out as usual. Looks like he's about to slice and dice him. And you'll see there's like a little stain here. I don't know what it's from, but it pisses me off. But it's what it is. Low grade is better than no grade, y'all. Remember that. It's a direct copy. Still a cool cover. And this is another I remember as a kid. I bought this one off the newsstand. Not this exact one I'm holding in my hands, but that one's in real rough shape. I don't know where it's at. I think I have it in my Fortress of Solitude somewhere. This is Uncanny X-Men 226. This is the Fall of the Mutant storyline. And this is a newsstand copy. Kind of cool, ain't it? This is one of my favorite storylines, too. Like, they were going to wipe out all the mutants. Like this. I can't remember exactly what it was. In the comments, please, let everybody know. Or don't spoil it. Well, you know what? Don't spoil it for nobody if they haven't read it. Next up, we have Uncanny X-Men number 247. I like the use of color in this one. It's like this is Mark Silvestri, one of my favorite artists. He did a great run on Wolverine, and he worked at Image. He was one of the guys, the original founders of Image Comics. So the great Mark Silvestri. Some more of his covers coming right up, including probably my favorite Uncanny X-Men comic. And that's coming up next. It's Uncanny X-Men issue 251. You've seen the Wolverine Deadpool movie? You know what I'm talking about. Newsstand copy. The box corner art's kind of cool on that one. And as you can tell, they've upped their price to $1. Thanks, Marvel. It was hard for me to buy stuff in my allowance when you did that. So thanks for that. All right. But I'm going to get in on this one so you can see it. Mark Silvestri. Of course, Chris Claremont is the writer on all of these that I've shown so far. Got some Jim Lee ones coming up too. Oh, speaking of Jim Lee, I think this is it. Yep. This is Uncanny X-Men 261. This is a Jim Lee cover. A lot of great artists worked on this run. I mean, it's just so many, it's hard to name them all. Alan Davis, Jim Lee, Mark Silvestri, John Romita Jr. That's just the name of a few. Got Psylocke, Wolverine there, Jubilee, cool box corner. You can also see that the Marvel logo has changed a little bit, and they don't have Marvel Comics Group on top anymore. Next up, another Jim Lee cover. This is a banger. Probably my favorite Jim Lee cover he did for this run. It's well, besides 285, I don't have it yet, but I'm hoping to acquire it soon. Uncanny X-Men 274. Look at this. We got Rogue up there looking. That's all I'm going to say. Magneto. He needs to go away though. I should put me on the cover right here. But anyway, you got Nick Fury down here for some reason. All right, and this one says the 50th anniversary. This is a direct copy. 50th anniversary of Captain America. Coming up now, Uncanny X-Men number 278. Kind of jumped around now. This is a newsstand copy. All right, we got that going for us. You can tell there's like serious gaps now in where I'm still trying to work on it. This one, I need to get another copy of this one because it's got the cover's got the corner tore off of it. It's a little bit, it pisses me off. I felt a dollar bin for like 50 cents or something. And this is X-Men, Uncanny X-Men 281. You can tell it's been ripped here. That pisses me off. But low grade's better than no grade. But I will get a better copy of this one soon. I've been looking for it on whatnot. And in my stuff out the wild. Now we're about done here. Uh, Uncanny X-Men 288. Here's Uncanny X-Men 288. Pretty cool cover. We got Bishop on here. Remember my last video, my buddy Luke, he just had a child. They named it Bishop, and I gave him the first appearance of Bishop as a present. We're almost done here, guys. I got a couple more. We got 291, issue 291. This is a really color popping. I love the popping color on this one. As you can tell, look at that. A lot of stuff going on. You got Storm looking fierce as hell as usual. So there you go. And last but not least, we have Uncanny X-Men 301. Got Mystique, and is that I don't know if that's Cable or Punisher or whatever the heck it is, but there you go. Look like Punisher almost. Somebody in the comments, please let me know. Maybe you know which character it is. Well, that's it for my Uncanny X-Men run that I have so far. Check back, and every now I'll give updates on how far my quest has gone to get every comic of Uncanny X-Men from 1980 to 1992. Until next time, true believers, Excelsior.